Despite the Chicago Bears officially opening their preseason with the Hall of Fame game against the Houston Texans last week, fans didn't get a chance to look at their new star quarterback. The team has made it clear that the starters wouldn't play in the first preseason game. However, there was expectation that Caleb Williams would get 45 to 55 preseason snaps before week 1, and some Bear fans are hoping that the first of those will come against the Buffalo Bills on Saturday. However, the latest report out of the Bills training camp suggests that the likelihood of that is decreasing by the day. One of the Bears insiders out of NBC Sports Chicago reported that due to the offensive line situation, head coach Matt Eberflus might choose to hold off on playing Williams. The Bears are currently missing 3 starting offensive linemen. Right tackle Darnell Wright, left guard Tevin Jenkins, and right guard Nate Davis were either limited or non-participants in the latest practice session. Missing 3 of your 5 offensive linemen would put any quarterback at increased risk of injury. On Sunday, the starting offensive line was Braxton Jones, Jerome Carvin, Ryan Bates, Bill Murray, and Matt Pryor. The group reportedly struggled against the first-team defensive front, and according to reports, that group struggled against the first-team defensive front. Williams was under constant pressure playing behind that group. If the starting O-line isn't back to full health by Saturday, it's completely understandable that Eberflus would keep Williams sidelined. The number 1 overall pick needs his reps to be with as many starters as possible, as there isn't much benefit to having him out there behind a weak offensive line. At least to me. But now moving on, I want to talk more about what's been going on in training camp, because we are getting closer and closer to the start of the actual preseason, even though this team did of course play in the Hall of Fame game. In terms of Caleb Williams, he has shown his natural playmaking ability, making several impressive throws during camp. He has connected well with receivers like Gerald Everett, Keenan Allen, and Odunze in various drills. His quick release has been noted as a strong point, allowing him to distribute the football efficiently, especially on short routes and bubble screens. Caleb is especially known for being tough on himself, which really drives his continuous improvement. He acknowledges his mistakes and focuses on how he responds to them, which is crucial for anyone trying to develop. His ability to bounce back from negative plays has been highlighted by both coaches and teammates, showing his mental toughness and resilience. The coaching staff, including offensive coordinator Shane Waldron, has praised Williams for making the incremental improvements they have sought since his arrival. This suggests that he is progressing well in understanding and executing the team's offensive schemes. Teammates including linebacker Jack Sanborn have expressed their admiration for Williams' throws and overall performance, indicating that he is gaining the respect and confidence of the whole team. In terms of the negatives, Williams has had some inconsistency in his performance, with some days described as up and down. For instance, he has sailed some passes high and missed throws that he would typically make, so he definitely still needs to work on his accuracy and consistency, and that will come as time goes on. I mean, he obviously hasn't even played in a real game yet. As a rookie, he's still adjusting to the speed and complexity of the NFL game. He has acknowledged that each day brings new learning opportunities, and while he is enthusiastic about his progress, there is still a significant learning curve to overcome. Moving on, let's talk about what the receiving core around him has done in camp. So first off, we have DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. These 2 veteran receivers have been instrumental in setting a high standard for the receiving core. DJ Moore, coming off a career best season with 96 catches for 1,364 yards and 8 touchdowns, continues to be a reliable target and a leader on the field. Keenan Allen, despite being 32, has shown no signs of slowing down, bringing his intensive experience and consistent performance to the team. His presence has been crucial in mentoring younger receivers and maintaining a competitive edge. And then in terms of the emerging talent, the 9th overall pick in the 2024 draft, Odunze, has quickly made an impact. His physical attributes and football IQ have been evident, and he is expected to be a significant contributor as the wide receiver number 3. His ability to complement Moore and Allen adds depth and versatility to the Bears' passing game. And then Tyler Scott has also been one of the standouts in training camp, making significant strides in his second year. His performance has really been a pleasant surprise, and he is pushing for more playing time. Scott's speed and agility have made him a difficult matchup for defenders, and his contributions on special teams add to his value. Now for some of the negatives, Velus Jones Jr. has struggled with consistency since being drafted in 2022. His inability to make a significant impact on offense or special teams has been a concern, and his performance in training camp has not alleviated these worries, and he even may be at risk of losing his roster spot. And also, injuries have plagued some of the receivers, affecting their ability to fully participate in training camp. For instance, instance, Dante Batiste, who missed the entire 2023 season, is still working his way back to full fitness. His contributions in training camp have been limited, which could impact his chances of securing a spot on the final roster. Here's what the media has to say about the Chicago Bears receiving room.
So my question is to you. You're coming to a situation with two very good wide receivers in DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. What are you hoping to bring to that group, and what are you hoping to learn from them?
I'm hoping to learn a lot. They've been in the league for a good bit and, been veterans in the league, been doing well for themselves for a long time. So, soak up all the information that, I can and learn from them and, hopefully go out there and make some plays too. I just came from a wide receiver trio that was able to have a lot of success at my college. So I think we can just do the same exact thing, but at the next level.
Now for the running back room, the running back position is highly competitive with Swift, Herbert, and Johnson all vying for significant playing time. Swift has been the standout, expected to lead the backfield, while Herbert and Johnson are pushing to secure their roles. The Bears' offensive line has been a concern, with several starters missing practices due to injuries, and this instability really could impact the running game big time, as a strong offensive line is truly crucial for the success of any NFL running back. So the Bears' running back unit has the potential to be a strong point of the offense in 2024, with DeAndre Swift leading the way and contributions from Khalil Herbert and Johnson. The team looks to improve on last season's performance. However, the success of the running game will heavily depend on the health and performance of the offensive line. So as training camp progresses, the competition and development of these players will be crucial to watch. Now switching over to the defense and talking a little about what's been going on with them over the past few days. I want to talk a little bit about them and what's been going on over the past few days. So according to what I've been seeing, the defense has been pretty dominant, but partly due to some of the inconsistency of the new offense and also partly due to the offensive line's instability, with multiple starters missing practices due to injuries. These are some of the biggest challenges the defense could run into in 2024. First, while the defense did finish strong in the 2023 season, they'll need to carry that momentum throughout the entire 24 season. The unit really struggled at the beginning of last year, so ensuring a strong start and maintaining performance will be crucial. Next up is increasing takeaways. The defense has set an ambitious goal of 40 takeaways for the season, 20 interceptions, and 20 fumble recoveries. While they achieved 22 interceptions last year, they only managed to get 6 recoveries, so significantly improving that rate will be a major change. And then another challenge could be living up to the expectations. The Bears defense is now being touted as a potential top 5 unit in the NFL, so this of course creates those high expectations that the team will need to meet consistently throughout the season, especially with a young QB under center in Caleb Williams. I don't want to keep rambling because I know in my recent Bears videos I've kind of talked a lot about the same stuff, but I mean, at the end of the day, there's only so much you can't even say until you see everything out on the field in a real game that actually matters. So that's all I got for this video. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe because your support truly does mean the world. And also, let me know what you would like to see next, and until then, I will see you all later.